Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's doing really well today. It is Thursday, one day away from the weekend, and I think a lot of us are at this, I don't know, me personally anyways, I guess I won't say us, I won't include people, but I'm pretty sure what I'm being guided to talk about, a lot of us are going through. So I think a lot of us have hit a turning point in our life where, like, for the longest time, we couldn't figure out what was for us, who was for us, if anything, if anyone was for us, right? A lot of us have hit that rock bottom, that dark night of the soul. Some of us got stuck there, I won't lie to you. But I think right now, Spirit is guiding me to ask you guys to really allow yourselves to be cracked open, like a card that I pulled to try to think of what I wanted to discuss, because a lot of the times I don't start getting my downloads until I start talking, and I think that's maybe because, I kind of know who's going to tap in once I start recording, then the energies start hitting me. That's my personal opinion on the matter. Could be wrong, but I think like your guides, ancestors, spirit, you're being asked to just surrender to what's going on, surrender to how you're feeling, accept how you're feeling, and start to move forward. Pick up the pieces, and it's time to rebuild, right? So I'm going to start off with a few of the Starseed Oracles, because I know that a lot of you guys that watch are probably some fellow Starseeds. We're here to do our light work, and I know that a lot of us are falling short, feeling weak, and feeling like the darkness is too much, but you have to remember that we're not alone, and there's a lot of us here fighting the same battle. When you get weak, when you feel like there's nobody there, you got to tap in to our collective, star family. That was the first one. It says, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. That is awesome that I just said that. So, okay, yeah. I think I'm on the right path here. So remember that. You're not alone. And you're not weak. You're a lot stronger than you could ever imagine you are, okay? And we're all here supporting each other. Call in that support. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. And then karmic relationships. A lot of us are going through hell from those karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So, again, and then on the bottom is perspective. Zoom out. None of this shit matters. Not saying that it doesn't matter, but technically, if you learn the lesson, if you're growing from it, the pain is over, it's done, you survived it, it doesn't matter, right? Right, okay. So, another thing I would like to talk about is, because a lot of us that are on this journey are in the middle of awakening or having trouble receiving our downloads. So I think a lot of us have been watching the tarot. There's so much drama going on, okay? What you have to understand is, in a collective that we are in, so there is a lot of shit that is going on in our lives that are similar to one another's, that you can just pick apart these readings, right? And they will literally drive you fucking crazy, because you're like, oh, well, this part is mine, but then this has to be mine too. Well, no, like, this message that I'm trying to give to you is that listen to your own intuition. Tap in, ask for guidance. I know that the world makes you want to make you believe that you're fucking crazy for your gifts, right? And, we're told this is right, this is wrong, blah, 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 blah. When, no, listen to your own heart, listen to your own intuition. It will never steer you wrong. Now, since we are in this awakening process, I was going to make a lot of readings for, love and twin flame, But honestly, Spirit is telling me right now, every time I start recording a love reading, it's like I start losing what I want to say, because he wants us to focus on what it is in us that is continuing these karmic loops, right? Because we're not going to have successful relationships or join in with our twin flame or have unions that are successful in any way, because even if it's not your twin flame that you come into union with, until you heal whatever the fuck you got going on inside of you, you're going to keep going through karmic relationships. Those karmic cycles, they are never going to break until you start to evolve. The conflict is coming because there's something we're not learning. There's something we're not accepting, okay? So, with that, let's get into some tarot and see what's going on here. A lot of us are having problems accepting the fact that we were a lot of the issue in our lives. I know as empaths, light workers, whatever you want to call yourself, energy readers, it's hard to understand that the environment that you're in, you will start to reflect that. My grandpa, one of my favorite sayings, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before, my grandpa used to say, if you lay with hogs and waller with them too long, sis, you're going to start to smell like one. You get it? Especially us empaths. Or there's a certain type of empath, like not just dark empath, but the Heyoka, the sacred clown. They reflect back to people their own asinine characteristics, right? And at first it pisses people off. And then they start to realize, like, shit, this is actually who I was and the shit that I was doing to people, because, you know, we look like asses, but really in the end we're helping people save themselves from themselves. So just understand and know that yes, we get stuck into some shitty situations and we act out of character, but usually it's probably part of our mission that we've done that. And if you've helped a person evolve and you helped them grow and learn from the shit that they were putting people through, you completed your mission, okay? And don't feel bad if you end up heartbroken over it. It does suck, because a lot of us will fall in love with somebody to teach them a lesson, for them to go on to be with the right person. But remember this, there are so many people in the world. As long as you love and respect yourself, you will find true love. If somebody is in love with somebody else, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to accept it and look at yourself like, I've grown and evolved, and I helped them grow and evolve, right? Tower. So yeah, I think a lot of us are experiencing that right now. Shit built on rocky, unstable foundations, and the universe said, you know what, I'm tired of watching the wind blow you to and fro. We're gonna just knock this entire shit down and let's rebuild. So, Strength, 8 of Wands, and 8 of Coins. All right, so I think what this is saying is that after this Tower moment, it's time that we gather all of this strength, all of what we have inside of us, get moving and start investing in ourselves. Like I said, we've invested a lot into other people. A lot of us have now been left with empty cups, right? We don't have much to offer because we've given it to every other situation or other people, and it left us depleted. So this is a lot, but these 4 I will keep. So for the okay, Magician, I'll put that right there with the Tower. Queen of Cups with Strength. Ace of Wands with 8 of Wands. 6 of Wands with 8 of Coins. All right, so yeah, I think this is, again, a lot of us don't realize that we manifest our own bullshit out of fear, out of ego, pride, jealousy, whatever, you know. I think this is talking about it's time to start. After this tower is fallen, what do you have left to sit and mope about because it's all been taken, right? Okay, so it's time to start manifesting for ourselves, into ourselves, loving ourselves, having the strength and courage to go forth and use the inspired action from the divine, and quickly we will start to be able to celebrate ourselves and invest in ourselves. And once that happens, I think a lot of us are going to be able to take off onto our correct path, start working in our north node, you know, because I don't know if you know a lot about birth charts, but our south node is where we start our life at, right? Like the lessons that we come into this life knowing. Our north node is where we need to be moving into, and our ascendant is like basically how we get there. I mean, I'm not a pro on birth charts, but that's, if you want to start learning about where you need to go in life, I would start looking at your north node. Let's see, son. Put a lot of illumination into your life, because that is like the happiest card, the star. Yeah, healing and our wishes are going to start coming true. Like, this is just, it is what it is. Like, a lot of us have manifested our own bullshit, so now it's time that we manifest greatness and healing and happiness for ourselves, right? But I think a lot of us are still focused on this, like how sneaky and dirty people have done us, and just, now let me explain something to you. If you stay into this mindset, if you keep dwelling on what was, what hurt you, what could have been, or what could have been done, you're going to continue to manifest bullshit for your life. And it's going to be tower after tower, tower after tower. The choice is yours. Now, a lot of these cups, they're filled with poison. Okay, know that. If you don't start using your intuition, you're going to keep drinking cups of poison. It's time for a new journey. Okay, it is. Because this wounded warrior shit is not working for us no more. The wounded warrior is the fucking strongest warrior, because guess what? The wounded warrior was hurt, but he still got up and he still fucking fought another day. So that perceived, you know, weakness or darkness within you, it's really a strength. Yeah, see, and this is the problem. We are stuck in the past. That one cup, that one good time isn't all your life was about. It isn't who you are. It wasn't what your destiny is. There are still all these cups. Yes, nostalgia is amazing. It's great to visit the past, to either know what good can come or what not to do again, but don't live there, because there's all this other shit to explore, and spirit, your ancestors, the star family, whatever you want to, we are all rooting for you. We are all wanting you to remember your path is ahead. It's straight ahead. What is the saying? There's a reason why that the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. Because, yeah, you need to look back to make sure shit's safe and, you know, whatnot, and you're on the right path. But, you know, to be on the right path, you got to keep looking forward. I'm going to take one more from here. Let go of the heartbreak, guys. You are continuously keeping yourselves locked up in this heartbreak. And this shit right here is stopping you from manifesting all the beautiful things that God has promised for you. Okay? Like, I know that it's hard. I know that it's sometimes you can't see. Yeah, this is on the bottom of the deck. Crying over spilled milk. Like, it's time to let it go, guys. Like, really. Sometimes it's easier said than done. I know, but it is possible. All right, let's do a real quick check-in here with where you're at physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Okay, physically, where are we at, guys? Homeland. A journey ends, establishment, building settled. So, yeah, I think that physically, A lot of us are coming into our North Node, and we're coming into the community we were supposed to be with in the first place, right? Mentally, freedom, independence, self-determination. Emotionally, Lemuria returns. Earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation. So a lot of us are thinking like, what can we do to step into our North Node, right? Maybe. Or what we can do to become more in touch with our spiritual sides. All right, and what about spiritually? A lot of you guys are being called. Song of the Siren. The call, summoning voice to acknowledge. It is time to acknowledge your freaking calling, guys. The past is gone, all right? And then on the bottom of the deck, it says water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. Yeah. It comes so rapidly for us. And sometimes it's very off-putting to know that like you were called for something so great and you wasted so much of your time. And I don't want you guys to sit in this misery, in this spot where you're dwelling like, you know, why didn't I do this in the past, or why? No. Okay. What were the lessons? Can you tell me can you tell yourself? What were the lessons? That's what your higher self is asking. What were the lessons? What'd you learn? What'd you learn about yourself? What'd you learn about how you give and receive? Because a lot of the times we are in situations where the exchange is so unequal, and yet we still, if you're anything like me, you just want to see the good in everybody, in every situation. You want to help them to see the good in them as well. Nine of Pentacles I got for homeland, which is arrival, a journey, ends, establishment. So yeah, a lot of us are going into that. We need to be self-sufficient, abundant, and loving ourselves, because that is when I got the Tower again. So physically, mentally, where it says freedom and independent self-determination, I think a lot of us are fucking breaking apart our lives right now and being like, oh my God, what in the hell was I doing? Just don't stay in that place for too long, guys. Okay, that's all I'm asking, because that's a double Tower. Tower is not a bad thing. Yes, in the moment it feels like, oh my God, my life is ending. This is the worst thing that could ever happen, but it's not. Because why would you want to live in a home that was built on a shitty, shaky foundation that never was going to withstand the test of time anyways, right? Right. And then so for Lemuria returns, earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation, Knight of Cups. I think we're starting to fall in love again, because that was emotionally as well, the emotional spot. We're falling in love with life again, with ourselves, with spirituality. And we're starting to think like, what can I do for the world? What do I have to offer? Even if and that's why it's the cups. It is love, because sometimes that's just all people need, you know, is a little bit of love, real, genuine love. And I'm not talking about, you know, relationships, sex, things like that. I'm talking about a real hand to hold, to support, and what you can give back to anything, even if it's not paying somebody back, paying it forward. My grandma always promised me to pay it forward one day, and I promised her I would, and I intend to keep that promise. And then spirituality, yeah, the moon. So this could be about what's hidden, but it's also about intuition. You're being called, you know you are. It's time to step up to the plate, okay? All right. So, where are we at right now on our spiritual journey, Spirit? Where are we at? Three of Pentacles. So that's like working with the community. I think a lot of us are, we're getting there. So I think that's awesome for me to see. The devil. So the devil talks about pride, ego, desire, etc. So I think with this, we're desiring a change. We're desiring to work on ourselves, work with the community, work for something that's greater than ourselves, right? And let go of the ego and the pride and the selfish ways. Seven of Cups and the Lovers. So that's like a double choice. Let me get some clarification on this one real quick. Seven of Cups came out twice, by the way. That's the second time I got Seven of Cups. And the Lovers. So I think a lot of us are at the point right now where we have the choice between relationships and bettering ourselves. But let me double check on the whoa. Ace of Cups for the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles for the Lovers. Equal give and take. So I think what this is saying is asking ourselves, are we choosing the cup that was given from God? Is this really what our divine, is this what God wanted for us? With the Lovers, are we getting equal give and take? Because if we are, and this is what you want, then you're in the right place. Are we working towards the same goal? Are our future visions the same? Because it's either you make your choice or God's going to make the choice for you, and that's just how it is. Oh, the Chariot. It's time to get on that Chariot and make some decisions here about our direction in life. You know what you need, what you want. Complacency is no longer, and this was Eight of Cups in reverse. So it's saying, are we walking away from things that no longer serve us, or are we walking away from things out of fear? Ooh. Death. Death is not just death in a sense of something ending. It's also something ending so that something new and more beautiful can come in. And then we have the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse. Okay. 1 second, guys. And then we got the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands upright. So, I think this is saying that a lot of us have choices right now. Your heart knows the best choice. A King of Wands in reversed is like an egotistical, arrogant asshole that is only, excuse my language, is only focused on themselves. They really don't care, and that's why the Eight of Swords came out as well, but it was in reverse. Let's see, but it seems like the King of Pentacles. This might be somebody that's coming to help the wounded warrior. Let's find that out. I don't know. That's strange. What is the King of Wands in reverse? The Magician. What about the Eight of and the Seven of Wands? So I think it's time that we take a final stand against the people who have treated us like that in the past, and not let these people fucking so I think mind manipulation has been used a lot for a lot of my fellow empaths. There have been a lot of people who have been trying to make us feel less than, because they know that we have good hearts, and they know that if they can make us believe this shit, that we'll believe this shit and we will stay down on their level. But it's time that we rise up and that we find people at our same exact level. Whoa. That was 3, and that's going to be the last of the tarot I used. Where the hell did the other card go? Sorry guys, the last one. Yeah. I got 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords full. So, again, 3 of Swords came out. I think what this is talking about, this King of Wands in reverse and the 8 of Swords, it's time to let that go, okay? It's time to let it go. It's done. It's over with. It hurt. You learned lessons, right? Take a rest. Let's rest and find out who we are. Start our new journey. We become the King of Pentacles. We're with the King of Pentacles. Whatever the choice may be. I think this is also talking about, since we got the Devil, the Fool, 3 of Pentacles, a lot of us are working on tackling our dark side, our evil side, right? And not letting it come into our head and manifesting bullshit, right? Because that dark side will sneak up on you and you won't even realize it. And like, a lot of us are starting to realize that we are manifesting our own bullshit. We're letting our dark side win without even knowing it. So we're in constant pain and frustrated because we're not facing what the fuck it is that's really, 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 really in the way. And it's usually our own selves. So yeah. Let me see here. How about, I would just like to say, I hope that, you know, a lot of you, if you are hurting right now, I'm praying for you. You're going to make it through. I promise. This is not the end. This is not your final destination. There's so much more out there for each and every single one of you. And you have to believe that in yourself. You have to believe that whatever has happened is not the final destination. You're still here. If you're still here to wake up and take a breath for another day, you're still here to fight another day, right? And the dark doesn't always have to win. You win some, you lose some. The strength of a soldier is not determined by how many battles he's won or lost. It is how many times he gets back up and fights again another day. A blessing on a home. So yeah, a lot of you, if you're looking for new homes or, you know, to mend what's broken in your homes, the Spirit's saying this is going to work out for you. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. See, yeah. This is talking about not just the basic 5 senses, but the 6 senses. What I was just talking about, how we gift the world to ourselves, right? We manifest our lives whether you believe it or not. And this is saying they are blessing you with a change of perspective so that you can have the world at your fingertips the way that you deserve and you want. Your shadow is always going to be there, okay? And you can't avoid it. You can't pretend it's not there because, like Carl Jung says, if you ignore your shadow, it's just going to get pissed off, basically, and it's going to come back tenfold. It's going to manifest in ways that you don't want. A blessing of the waters. So this is saying that the past is going to be forgiven. You're about to be baptized into a new life, a new way of thinking, and everything from the past is forgiven. You need to forgive and start anew. Oh, all right. A blessing for solace and hope, and a blessing for peace of mind. See, this is all tying together. A change in perspective is all that we need to change our lives sometimes. And that is the absolute truth. And I'm so happy that I'm seeing every day there's progress. So let's end this on some of my favorite funny, these cards are called Inner Fucking Peace affirmation cards. I cuss, I do. And guess what? The people that are offended by it, you're the one giving that word power, not me. By the way, I've been saying this a lot lately, unless I ask you to or watch your readings, please don't pull cards on my energy or, try to pinpoint my energy. If I needed you to, I would ask you, but unless I do, you do not have permission. And if you have, whatever energy you read, I guarantee is not correct. me and my spirit guides have like a close bond, and when we've had this discussion. So this says the power of meow, like now, meow, activate per mantra, pure mantra. So yeah, it's again, time to go inside, rest, meditate. Your temple is your body. Your Christ consciousness is how you connect with God. Just sitting here talking, oh, please God, that's not how you access the life that you want. You have to do the work. You understand? I'm not talking about going to church and confessing. I'm not talking about going to church and sitting for 2 hours. I'm talking about when you are in your home, in your moment of weakness, and you feel like you're going to give up and there's nothing left to fight for. Go inside your temple. Talk to your higher self. And silence your inner critic. Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down now. Nobody needed your shit anyways. You know, it was good while you were criticizing me and I really finally figured out what the hell's wrong with me, but now, until I'm fucking up, don't say shit else. All right. Don't phone it in. Show up and throw it down. Show motherfuckers who you are. Stop talking about it. It's time for action. Less talking, more action. This one says, come on, inner peace. I don't have all day. Be here now. You can make that happen. All right, like 2 more, please. Well, he gave me 4 more, so I'll take it. Have a beautiful day. Cultivate inner booty. I think that's cute. Give that shit up. There's better shit on the horizon. See, and that also ties in with what I was saying, like choices that we've been stuck in the past over, or, you know, that not knowing of who we want to be, etc., etc. Give it up. Let go, let God, and let yourself channel the correct answers. Zen as fuck. Chakras loaded and ready. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This one says, wax on, wax off. Wax the hell off the task at hand. So, yeah. I think it's time that we get to know ourselves, love ourselves. Know that we are forgiven. If we truly are on the right path, you are forgiven. If there are still lessons you have to learn that shit. Get through that shit. You can do this. Come on. We are all here rooting for you, and we all know what it's like, and we all believe in you. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope this message reaches whoever needed to hear it. And maybe here in the future, when I am called to do it, I will do some love readings, because I know that's what a lot of you guys are focused on, but Spirit is trying to get me to get you guys to focus on the correct things so that you can have the love you deserve. Take care, guys.